Do, 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 do. Let me find me as usual. Hi, Sandra. Welcome. How are you doing today?
Hey, Sandra.
Ooh, got this up.
Welcome. How are you?
Didn't think about that. Had my volume on my computer. Oh, we have four people, two thumbs. Good. Boy, my hair looks terrible. I'm looking at me here and there to make sure. Hey, Tracy. Welcome, welcome. Thank y'all so much for being here. Well, I am so glad you're doing great, Sandra. And Tracy, how are you doing? Hey, Leanne. Welcome. And Wendy Hooker. Hello. And Melba and Laura. I know I look pitiful today. Pitiful. That's okay. It don't matter. Uh, yes, my little sis, how are you doing? And all of the rest of you. Did I get you all, Tracy, Sandra, Leanne, Wendy Hooker? Good to see you. Good to see Melba. Good to see Laura and Sandra and Tracy and Leanne. All of you. Did I call everybody's name out? I may have and I may not have. Y'all know how I am. Let me pop this. This is my new camera. Looks about as bright as I've got my lamp, my O-ring, circle, lamp, light, whatever. Uh, Died a couple of weeks. Well, the last live or two I had, it died. Hey, Dory, welcome, welcome, welcome. So good you could be here today. But it died, so I've got my lamp over here. I wanted to show y'all some yarn today. I hope y'all all been doing good. Got you on live chat. I think just left me. I think Dana's on too, and I hated to step in while she was live, but I have been planning on doing this forever. And so I thought, well, whoever can come, just come on over. And if y'all, Dana's, y'all switch back and forth, I guess. 7 a.m. there. How about that, Leanne? Oh, me, that's amazing. And there's Jaxie skirting in here. Well, skirt yourself on in, girl. I've got yarn that I have piled up right beside me over here because we came in, stayed a week. Hey, Candace, welcome. Tina, hello. And hey there, Grammy Colleen. How are you today? How are all of you? I hope you all are wonderful and having a wonderful day. I'm going to show y'all what I've been working on. Well, I worked on it and I finished it. This is a shawl. And of course, it's always so big, I can't get the whole thing in. But I decided I needed something with fall colors. And this pattern is Craig's Fiber Spider. It's his, I'll have to go find something filet circle shawl. It's just got filet shawl. But something else, I should have wrote that as usual. I'm not prepared with anything as far as names and anything like that. But I started that the second week we were gone when we were in the truck that broke down. But I thought it turned out so pretty with the little filet work in there with the, but if I had it to do over, I always do things, start something and think, oh, this is the way I want it. And then I get to doing it and I think, nah, I really would have started with like the brown and then the green and then the yellowy and the pumpkin and the red and the orange. After I got to looking at it, I thought I really should have started up there because I've got the color names. This yarn is all Hobby yarn. It's the Twister Cakes. This isn't one of them. This is just a different color I had. They're 55 cotton and 45 acrylic. And, oh man, I've got the sheet over here. I know. They were real good on one of the sheets, had all of the color names on there, but I'm not sure. Y'all know that I'm never organized. It's pitiful. Yeah, these are corn is the yellow, oak is this color, pumpkin is that, and let me see if the red's on this. The red and the orange is on another sheet, and I don't believe that other sheet had the colors on it. But those are those colors. I think the orange is just orange, I remember, and that red, I think it has, I'll give y'all a color number, I think, because I got a bag of it down here. The color number on the red, all of these are the twisters, and the color number on the red is 112. Like I said, they're 52% cotton, 45% acrylic. Fine number 2. They're designed in Denmark, made in Turkey. Comes from Hobby. I was trying to 437 yards in each little cake. Hey, Marianne. Welcome, welcome. Who else did I miss that came in? Tina, I said hey to you, I think. Hello again. Welcome, everybody. This color is, well, wait a minute. My mind, let me see if this other sheet, that aggravates me. I didn't pull those out. This one's got this, but I don't think the red is just red 112. I thought it had a different name. The orange is tangerine. This is the orange. And it's called tangerine. I thought it was just orange. I bought well, I said this was all Hobie. It's all Hobie yarn, but the green is just one of their cotton. Okay, Laura, will you go on with your appointment? I love you, hon. You take care. Yes, I'll have good hugs with this. I got it and sewed in all the ends. I was so proud of myself. And Laura, I'm doing so good with the orange. I finished what was going to be my dress. I just made it a skirt right now. This is my skirt, and the part that I was doing for the top, I'm going to just make into a sweater where I can wear it with this. This is made out of the hand-dyed yarn I got, hand-dyed cotton, and then this color in here is aubergine from Hobie, the Twister Cakes. That's what in the middle. And the orange up here on top is the tangerine again. Hey, Maribel. Thank you so much for being here. And Angela Wright, hello and welcome, welcome. So I just put crocheted, did some chains, and I'm going to do some other kind of little tie, but I made it, I crocheted and skipped a place and everything so it can weave in between. I'm going to have to get something else. Those, I don't know, I'm going to do something, but I just decided that I'd go with the skirt and then I'll fix the top and I'll have a sweater to match. I've got one more hank of this hand-dyed cotton that I'm going to just do some details on the sweater. I'm not going to do the thing because I don't have enough to finish the whole thing in that cotton, but I'm going to do it mainly in blue and put that color in it with the orange and the aubergine in there too. So, but that is, that's the two things that I have done this past month. Besides, I've started on a rug and got tired of that. I'll finish it one day. I don't know if I ever showed y'all this yarn I got from Premier. It's their ribbon yarn. And it's like, if y'all remember back, I had a bunch of the ribbon yarn I got from, was just trying out everywhere. I had some from Ice and some from the different companies that Hobie has on their website. There was like 3 different things. Mayflower had one. And then Willow Yarns, the sister company to Hirschner's, they had some. And I made a bunch of rugs and different things a year or so ago. But this is just a cotton 65 cotton 35% polyester blend. And I don't know what it's pretty solid for, this type of yarn. Would be great for bags and rugs. Like I said, you could use it in just about anything. There's it's a super bulky number 6, and it is Premier yarns. And let me see how many yards they've got. 65 yards, and the plum is this color. And I think it's machine washable and dryable, all those others. I made a bunch of rugs that I throw around my house everywhere. And I just pick them all up and throw them in the washer every now and then and wash them up and put them back out. But I had an order, like I said, from Hobie and I say Hobie, Hobby. I always call it Hobby. I don't know what the actual correct pronunciation of it is, but I had a few more colors I bought. I think this is a plum color. I wish that other sheet had the things on it. Hey, Joanne, thank you so much for being here, Joanne, darling. I believe that's called plum. Let me tell you this. 116 is the color number. But I've got that, and I got this pretty color, and I'm not sure I had bought the flamingo before, but I think the flamingo's darker, so I'm not sure. This color number is 113. But it's I love this yarn. It is so soft and just works up fantastic. It's just a great yarn to work with. I got the turquoise and then the teal. And I believe that's just called turquoise. It isn't. It's 124. And on here is 107, the teal. They've got a darker teal. I don't think this is the darkest, but it's one of the teals. It's pretty. Hi, MOB. How are you doing? And Donna Mako, hello, sweetheart. Starla, did I say hi to you? I saw you go up on the thing and was running my mouth and didn't stop. Hey, and welcome, welcome. Thank y'all so much for coming by this afternoon. I just thought I better jump on and talk to y'all for a little bit, show y'all some of this. I have got a terrible itch in the middle of my back over here. Show y'all some of this yarn that I had gotten and then get some of it put away. I've got to do that. I just have kind of been piling it up going, well, I'll have a live here soon. Let me, I've got some of the little other colors of their cotton. Let me see if that was on this here. I don't, that green was on there and it didn't give that color number. I mean, color name for it. Anyway, these are all in the I bought some blues. They were turquoise and then I did get, this is bright green in the twister. I didn't use this in the shawl because I thought that was a little too bright green for my fall shawl. So I used the other. These are the little rainbow, hobby rainbow Turkish cotton. And like I said, I don't have the paper with the names on it, but these are a fine number one. There's 186 yards. It is 100% cotton and it's Turkish and it is soft, but it is a little fine cotton, but I like working with this. I got they had some lighter shades. I don't know if that's darker. Yeah, they had aqua and a blue and the teal, and I'm not sure which shade. This one is actually darker than this one, but I don't know. I got 2 or 3 of each of these. Hey, Hook Crochet. How are you doing? Thank y'all for coming over today. But I had just 2 orders from Hobby. I piled them all in this big old sack, and I think I got every color. The aubergine, I can't hear aubergine. This darkest color that's in on the skirt is color number 132, and that's that dark plum. Hey, Teresa Hart, thank you so much for being here and welcome. But I just went on, of course, a little cotton spree from Hobie and got these little twisters, and they're just cute as can be and work up fantastic, and I love them. Just dearly love working with them. Let me show y'all what got here yesterday. I was so thrilled about this. I don't know if any of y'all use the little side shop. It's kind of like one of the I guess the little, anyway, it has different, you get points or you get money for when you shop in certain little shops that's affiliated with them or whatever. There's a little store, I don't know how, it might be a humongous store. And thank you so much for being here. No, am I here? I don't know if I'm here or not. I don't know if there's some weather going on. You hear me? Kind of. Well, I'm so glad you're here, Glenda. I hope you can see me. I'm pixelated. Oh, am I here for most of y'all? I hope so. I don't know. If anything happens around me, the internet decides it wants to just poof, getting better on and off. You can hear me. Okay. Well, I want y'all to see this. Oh, good. Okay. I saw this cotton in the shop. I hope y'all. Hey, Deanne. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming by. Um, this yarn is by Haiku. I guess it's Hikoo. And it's 100% pea cotton. And like I said, they're selling out and didn't have very much, but they had this color and it's all nautical. It's got the navy and then yellow and then the light blues. It is so pretty. I was so tickled when I got this to see how beautiful it is. It's 200 grams and there's 929 yards in here. It's made in Peru. Hand wash, lay flat to dry. And it is 100% Pima cotton, they say. And this was on their site. It's got the ticket on here for like $43.99. I got this for $11. I think it was like $10.99. They don't have a lot of yarn. I will do my best. I will make myself, when this goes, hey, Freaky, to replay, I will put the link to this little shop because she's got, some yarns and some every now and then. Hey, Tammy and Pat, hello. How are you doing? Hey there, Sunita. Pam F, hello. Thank y'all for coming in today. Thank you so much. But I just was flabbergasted. She's got a few more colors in this kind of yarn, but there wasn't a lot. So I got 2 of these. So that gives me 18, almost 1860. There's 929 yards. But it's beautiful. I just think that'll make something gorgeous. Hey, Steve. Happy to see you too. Thank you so much for coming by today. But that did. It got here yesterday or Saturday. I forgot. But I go by and check on the little shop every other day or so and see if she's marked anything else down or, But I will try my best to remember to put that link. I went over to Line Brand and ordered, I've been making me a big king size blanket for my bed out of this Gopher Fleece Sherpa yarn from Line Brand. And this stuff there's 89 yards. It's 100% polyester, a jumbo 7. It says to use a Q hook with it, and it's machine washable, lay flat to dry. I think is what that says. But my daughter-in-law, if they'll get the electricity on at their house, they will move out of my house, which I've loved having them here, and it's going to be so quiet down here without them. I'll just have to go up the hill and visit them every day. But she just loves this blanket that I've been making for my bed. And I said, well, I'll make one for you. And so the colors she's using in her master bedroom and bathroom are like a navy and gray, and then with a little yellow in it. So I said, well, the only thing they have is this gold. And I said, I'll order one and see how dark, it is. Well, it's a little dark, I kept thinking. So I set out on a big search. And on Etsy, I found out that the loops and threads, some people have their yarn that's like this, their Sherpa, I can't ever that word, the shirt and the puh don't want to come out right when I say it. You've been sober 10 years from your yarn addiction. Oh, shut your mouth, Steve. There's my husband's going to put me in a rehab if I don't quit ordering. Oh, goodness. You know, I always say that I'm not going to say it's a problem, but I do have to make myself stop sometimes. So, but that loops and threads that Michael's had a pretty yellow in it. So this one shop had 2 skeins of the yellow, and it's on its way here. And then there's another shop that's got some more yellow in it. So I hope when we see if that's compatible with this, which I feel like it will be. I feel like they're basically, have any of y'all used the loops and threads Sherpa yarn? Are you talking about me, Steve? But we're going to try it, and I think it'll work because I think it'll be real pretty to make her a blanket with the navy, and they've got a gray and then put the yellow in it. I think that'll be beautiful. Just put some stripes, since I don't think I'm going to be able to get a bunch of the yellow, but if I get another couple of skeins, I think I can make her something real pretty with it. So, but I got that, and in ordering, of course, from Line Brand, I had to get a couple of skeins each of the 24/7 cotton DK. I haven't made anything yet with this, but I've been ordering it since it came out. It came out just a few months ago, as far as I remember. And they made their 24/7 cotton into a DK. They don't have that many shades, but they do have, this is a navy, and it's called Night Shades. And it's a number 3 DK, of course, as the name says. There's 173 yards, and they are machine washable. And this says lay flat to dry or tumble dry on low. Is that what that, yeah. How about that? I thought the other I knew was dryable. So that's a beautiful navy. I got some of those, and this is a beautiful red. Grenadine is what they called it. That looks kind of pinkish in there. But that, I love that. So pretty. Of course, I couldn't order just one. That would be, oh, I know it, Glenda. I love DK yarn too. So when I saw that they made that cotton in a DK, I hope they keep it and keep adding colors to it, because it's so nice. It feels like it'll work up great. Hey, flip-flops and lollipops, welcome. Thank you so much for coming by today. I got this today. This is from Webb's, up the store I got to go to on our vacation in Massachusetts. I saw some of this yarn while I was up there. I think I even bought a little bit of it, but I didn't buy much. But they had it on sale. And this is the Tahiti Classic. It's 100% mercerized cotton. It's made in Greece exclusively for Tiki, Tahki, which is Stacy Charles. It's Tiki Stacy Charles. I've seen them go by, I guess, the full name. Some of them have part name and some has the full name. They're 50-gram hanks with 108 yards on each hank. And this says hand wash and lay flat. And of course, they don't give me any color names at all. Let me see. I've got, oh, I do have color names because I do have their paper right here. So great. And the one I've got in my hand is what I was looking at right here. Let me make sure their numbers right there match up. Watermelon. And that's so pretty. I love that color. Like I said, they're only 108 yards. They're little 50-gram hanks, but they're just cute as pie. I just love them. Hey, Kelly, thanks so much for being here. And Jonah and Quilty Linda. And hey, there's Bridget. Welcome, welcome. All of Are y'all back? I looked up and it was going round and round and round. Are y'all back? Now y'all are going round and round and round. Ah, this thing makes me so mad. There evidently must be a little storm in the... Just aggravates me. Light plum. I'll get through these colors for y'all. Watermelon. 32 right there. Lemon yellow. That's a real pretty light yellow, and it's showing a little lighter. It's a little darker. It's a pretty light yellow, but it's gorgeous. And then let me see. Forest green. Oh, I was fixing to say that doesn't have, this is coral. I was looking at this. I've got 3 of these laying over here, and I thought, there is not no color on there that could be that, but I found it. It was in the fold. Coral. Make sure on this, some of these. This is called Deep Red Violet. Isn't that pretty? I hope y'all can see how pretty that is. That's gorgeous. I've got a here. Deep red. Where's Trisha? She needs to see my pretty red. I like that. That's looking pink too on my screen. I hope that's showing red to y'all. And last but not least is it says dark turquoise, but I don't think that's too dark of a turquoise in my opinion, but that's pretty too. So, I just had I saw these one and I knew, because I had been doing so good since we had gone back up on our trip. We got stranded in up there. I had not ordered, well, I'd ordered just some little things, but I had not ordered any bunch of yarn, and it had been a week or 2. That's pretty good for me, not to just order, but like 2 or 3, you know, like that line brand stuff. And I got something else where there was just a couple came in. And I thought I was doing so good with not no bigger bags stuffed to the gill coming in. Mr. Knott came in with that, and he said, you know, I thought we talked about this and you wasn't going to get any more yarn. I said, I never said I wasn't going to get any more. He said, well, I think this is getting a bit ridiculous. You've got more yarn than anybody could possibly ever use. I said, well, there's a purpose for it. It's for me to get to look at it. I always go sit like that yarn store, Webs. When you look it up online, yarn.com, I could just go sit in that store forever and ever and ever and just walk around and look. Oh, goodness me. That purple, I love that purple too. It was gorgeous. I'm still surprised something has gotten wrong with my back here. It's terrible. Well, what all have y'all been talking about? I know with Freaky in here, y'all got something going that I've been missing for sure. Those of you that came in, let me show y'all since I have finished objects. I've got my shawl I made. I have to, that's the end of it down there. That's all the colors. The pattern's by Fiber Spider, and I'll have to put, that's two things I need to put on my, after this goes to replay, the links to. I'll put it to Craig's link to this pattern. It's just called Filet Shawl, but there's another word in there. There's another word to the name. And my skirt, I decided my dress I was making, I just decided it could be a skirt. And the top, the sweater part that was going to be the top of it, I'm going to just make it a little longer and make it just a sweater to go with this dress. I remember back in the 80s, I know two outfits that were sweater skirts and long sweaters for the tops. One was a white and red. It was gorgeous. It was mainly white, but had big red swooshes going down the front. Well, thank you, Joanne. And the other one was green, then with a little white splashed in. It was green skirt and a green sweater. So I loved wearing those things. Loved it, loved it. And I had different things, but I remember those two sets because that's it. Basic filet shawl. Thank you, Jax. You've learned how to knit. Oh my goodness, Kelly. I've tried and tried. One day I'm going to learn. One day, I tell y'all, I am going to learn to knit just so I can knit something. But I just loved wearing those skirts and those sweaters. So I'm not make a long top to go with this, but I'm going to make a sweater. I just put a little tie of chain. I made some chain crochets and put it there, but they worked. I put it on last night. It looked nice. Comes down below my knees a bit. Looks real nice. I like it. I really do. I was proud of it. But that's just up my alley to make something like that and wear because I love it. Easier than you thought. Okay. My problem in this, I think, is why I can't, what my roadblock is. Because of all my surgeries in my necks and everything, my hands don't work together completely right. And that's what I keep saying. Well, and it is, I can't quite get things going. I've learned how, to cast on and started, but I get tighter and tighter and tighter as I go. And I can't ever figure out, and that's what I got to do is figure out how not to get such a, tight stitch. I've got to loosen it all up because I'll never be able to make anything the way I do. So, hey, Deanne Spencer. No, you're not late. Don't worry about it. I've been going on and off here. showing everybody yarn and what I've made and uh, everything else. Let me see. I know I piled everything on top of everything over here. And this is the green that I use for that. Yeah, I was looking to make sure that was the right. This is the little Friends cotton from Hobby Hobby. I'll just say them both since I don't know which. That was the green in the shawl. It's 100% cotton. All these little balls are like 186 yards in them. This one has 174. This is a new little thing I've seen on their site. This Friends. I'm not sure what they're doing with this, but it was real good to work with, real nice. But that's what it is. And there, you look for cotton on their site, you will find it. I got this bag of yarn. It came from that Knit Studio. That's the name of the place that I got those cakes of yarn from. And this is where I got this yarn too. She had some wool that she had on sale. Elspeth Lovvorn. I've never heard of this. Silky wool yarn, designer's choice. 45% wool, 35% silk, and 20% nylon. It's 175 meters. Doesn't tell me what size. It looks like kind of a DK, but I think it said it was smaller, but it may be. It's a pretty grayish with a heathered look on it. I got that. I got a couple of those, and then she had this pink color, and I know they don't have the color names on any of this. Evidently, she's just getting everything she can out of the shop, but let me see if I can turn that around. Elspeth, however, Lovvorn is the name. And fleece artist. This says it's hand dyed. These came in messy hanks, but it's beautiful. It's it says hand wash only. Let me open this up and see if it says anything else. This says like the regular price is $21, and I know I think it was less than half price. Fleece artist is the only thing it's got on it. Woolly silk, it's 65 wool and 35 silk. 230 meters. But that's soft and pretty. I like that. And then this is the same thing, a different color. Ruby is the color of this. I don't usually buy wool, but hey, Kristen, thanks so much for coming and being here with us. But she had these just priced down, ridiculous price, and and this is amber, and they really don't say a thing about this company. It was $21, and like I said, I know I paid under $10 a piece for whatever. They were less than, but that's pretty, a pretty gold amber. It's real pretty. They came in sometime in between when we were gone. Oh, I've got something else I did want to show y'all. Bridget, I saw that you had gotten some fiber in. You're going to be spinning. Let me show you what I got. There's one or two sites, well, I'm sure there's several that I go to that have fiber, but there's one that fiber, Paradise Fiber, I believe is the name of it, has, their fiber comes up as one of the first things that's shown. And I'll look through it a lot of times, and I don't have any way to spin fiber or to, but here lately I've bought just a little bit of different fibers. And so I decided, because I saw this on there, it is called White Egyptian Cotton. And y'all, this cotton feels, it is the softest, fluffiest, most wonderful feeling fiber you've ever felt in your life. This stuff is like cotton balls, really. But it's got the strength. You can tell, you know, it's there, but it comes, oh, it would be so beautiful spun. One day I'm gonna learn. I am gonna learn. Hey, Zach, how are you doing? Hadn't seen you in a long time. But I just had to get some of this, and I did, and I've sat and just picked it up and played with it and pulled some of it apart. But it is so nice. Oh, and it's so soft. I can just imagine if you, I don't know what I would do with it, but there's 4 ounces of white Egyptian cotton here. Hi, Carly. Welcome. Hey, Amy, how are you doing? How's your daughter? I hope she's doing all right. All of y'all have been in my prayers. I think everything else down here I've shown y'all. Or either no, everything else down here I didn't show y'all. I went on another little binge. And I can tell you a lot of the names of these. This is some more, and I know y'all probably sick of me and my Avalon yarn, Cascade Avalon. This is their Crimson. It's called Red. This is a discontinued yarn, but there is a lady that has a shop that's selling out all of hers. She's getting, her stash is getting smaller and smaller, and mine's gotten bigger and bigger. So, this is their all of this is 50 cotton, 50 acrylic. There is 175 yards, and it is machine wash, tumble dry. It is discontinued, like I said. Hey, Bree, welcome. Thanks so much for coming by. But this is the blood orange. And I got some blue. I think this is denim. I think that's the only blue she's got left. And I thought she had showing that she had 2 of these, but she messaged me back and said she was wrong and just had 1. So I told her to put another red in. I didn't care. But it's called Treetop. It's a real pretty green. See, I had green and orange for Madonna and Laura. Got it? And I forgot the name of this light green, but she had one or two of these left, so I think that was good. And the rest of this is red. But that was the colors I got from that. I don't really know what prompted me to buy some more. I think because she was almost out of the, well, she was out of the green, the Christmas looking green, and the red has gone down real low. So I thought, before that gets gone completely, I better go and get a few colors that I had wanted. So I got that bag. Now we may be caught up with where I left off. I doubt it. There's probably some stuck somewhere that I forgot about. I had to look behind me, but I brought that fiber, that cotton. Well, I just, like I said, since I hadn't been on here and yesterday, things were just going crazy around here and I couldn't get on. And so I said, well, I'll do my best to get on here today. And I knew a lot was going on with everybody online, but let me do this. I'm looking at my chat down here. If y'all, I didn't want to just, now I'll go and mess up and lose y'all. Come up. There we go. Okay. Well, I am so glad that y'all came by. And if y'all will remember to hit the thumbs up, I would appreciate it. It says I've got, what, 16 thumbs? And I know there's more than 16 folks of y'all that's here and been here. So if you hadn't hit the thumbs up, or if mine's wrong, then I'll see it when it's gone. But I do appreciate so much y'all coming by today. Which one, Kelly, that you were asking where it was from? The Avalon Cotton Cascade yarn. That is from she don't always have it on her. Yes, she does. 3 Red Hens in St. Thomas, North Dakota. There's a shop up there, and she's got several hanks of some different colors, but she's about out of. Well, I am so sorry, Zach, that you everybody be sure that you're in live chat, because see, Zach was in top chat, not live chat, and it wasn't coming up right. I do that. I'll go into a chat and we'll sit there and the host will be talking about something and I won't have seen, what somebody said. And I'm like, what is it? In a minute, dong, you're in top chat, not live chat. And sometimes it doesn't really make much difference, but a lot of times it does make a lot of difference. So yes, Freaky, we would love to see some yarn you spin. I would love that. I wish I had a spinning wheel, but right now I don't see I have the time to try to learn to spin yarn. And if I went out and put that kind of money out to buy one, I'd probably get strangled. Mr. Knott might not like that. So, but I would love, I don't know if anywhere, I've been racking my brains. We have a university sitting 15 miles from me. And with all of the different kinds of, different people that come to the university. They come from all over. You would think that there would be some crafty people around. And our little town that the university's at just really doesn't. They do have some arts and craft things because they always have a big arts and crafts with paintings and things like that. But as far as any fiber arts, I've never seen, or maybe I've just been out, when they were. Okay, Kelly, are you leaving? Or are you just telling me I love you too, sweetie? You know that. And I miss you so much. I was going to call you the other day and somebody came in as usual. I'll sit here and not think about calling people, checking with people. And then as soon as I go, well, I'm going to do that, then half my family comes in the door and I'm like on the phone and they're not, so, but well, I want to see. That sweet Hazel, she had a bit of a cold yesterday, and so she on Halloween days, on the days of Halloween, they leave those days just to go by family members' houses, and so she had a cold, and she didn't get to go trick or treating, and of course she's 3 and doesn't know what day it is, and she had to miss school yesterday because of her cold. Her little school's real strict on. See, and that's good because you don't want sick kids coming to school. But she was so pitiful. My daughter called me and she said she put on. She's had this little cow costume that she's had forever. It's gotten almost too little on her now, but she ran and got it and put it on, and she kept crying and saying, "But I'm not sick," because she wanted to go to school so bad. But she's going to get to, she was a cat this year, and she was the most adorable little cat. And so she was a black cat with little pink uh, fur around her neck and her wrist, and she had her little black ears on, and her little face paint, and she was adorable because they had 2 or 3 different events over the weekend they got to go to. So she had, her mama said that they had enough candy in the house for quite a while. Her older sister's gotten to the age of being too old to get to trick or treat. So, but of course, she would be going with her to try to get more candy if Hazel had felt like it last night. So, but they're going to come by later. So I'll take some pictures and post them somewhere. And but I've been here about an hour now, and I've shown y'all basically everything I think I've got right now, and hopefully I'll get to crocheting more now that I'm back sitting in one place and not traveling up and down the road. But this was just, I'm not sure if I'm going to stay on my Mondays or come to Tuesday. I know Ola Joe comes on at 4 or around 4 every Tuesday, but I don't want to get, on when anybody else already has a live scheduled. And I know it's hard these days because there's so many that are live. And so, I hate to be on though when somebody else that, and is on and all like that. But I will figure out, I will land either. Am I here? Now I'm on. Okay. Tell you all I love you. You know it. Y'all bless me each and every week I get to see y'all. Keep coming back. That's what you got to do. And I love you all. And thank you so much for being here. And God bless you all.